Hey there, I'm Robert Remigio and welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you is in good shape as you go through this lecture video. And if you like the way the details were discussed in this video, please don't forget to share and like this video, leave your impression on the comment section, and hit the bell notifications to get updates on the succeeding lectures that we will be uploading, and click subscribe. And now, get your pen and notes, wear your headphones, and grab a snack if you want, and let's start our video lecture. Ready? And go! Hello everyone! The second topic for the Unpacking the Self chapter dwells on the sexual self. And as we discuss the sexual self, you will be expected to discuss the sexual development involving the human reproductive system, erogenosomes, sexual behavior, and sexual response. Demonstrate critical and reflective thought in understanding one's sexuality, chemistry of love and attachment, and the psychological aspect of being turned on, and as well as examine the diversity of human sexuality, sexual health, sexually transmitted diseases, and method of contraception. One's sexual development starts during puberty. The pituitary gland at this point starts to secrete a gonadotropic hormone that awakens an individual's sex gland to also produce its hormones like the androgen for the male and estrogen for the female. And these two hormones helps in the development of the person's primary and secondary sex characteristics. The testes and the ovaries are the primary sex characteristics, while for the secondary sex characteristics, that will be manifested through the male Adam's apple, or for example, the enlargement of the breast for the female, or the widening of their hips, as well as the growth of hair from the different parts of the body of both the male and the female, are what we call the secondary sex characteristics. The pace of our sexual development usually vary from one person to another. Some develops earlier, while some develops late. But usually, females are believed to develop much earlier as compared to male. Female undergoes puberty between the ages of 8 to 13 years old, while male between the ages of 10 to 15 years old. So that is why girls appears to be more mature at this stage since they undergo puberty earlier than the boys. Our sexual self pertains to that part of ourself where we learn to understand our sexual development and how your sexual activity, beliefs, misconceptions, and unlimited access from the internet on sex can influence your own sexual behavior. So when we talk about sexual self, we are not just talking about your sex organ or the sexual intercourse per se. The sexual self covers also the way you see your gender, like are you a female, or are you a male, or a gay, or a lesbian, and so on. More so, sexual self also talks about your preferences, like who you want to date with, or who you want to mingle with, and many others that can be connected with sexual behavior. But is it really important to connect one's sex into his or her lifelong development? Indeed, the answer for that will be yes. And these are some of the reasons why our sex is connected with the lifelong development. First of which, each year, children come under increasing cultural pressure from parents, teachers, peer groups, and society at large to develop attitudes and behavior patterns that are considered appropriate for members of their sex. That when we are born with a vagina, we are considered to be a female. And as a girl, we are given pink clothes and treated as fragile or sensitive. We are given gifts like dolls, kitchen toys, or when we are born with a penis, we are considered to be a boy. And as a boy, we are given shirts and pants and given gifts like toy trucks or basketballs or bicycle. Secondly, learning experiences are determined also by the individual sex. Like when you are a girl, you are taught by other people how to cook or do carpentry if you are a boy, or be in a criminology or engineering course for boys, and be a teacher or a nurse if you are a girl. Fortunately, male and female already have equal opportunities for different endeavors nowadays because the society already protect us with the so-called gender bias. Finally, the attitude of parents and other significant family members towards individuals can also be a reason. Well, usually you cannot let a girl join the rest of her male siblings in playing wrestling since they are treated to be fragile and be more calm in confronting them as they are seen to be more sensitive. Or when a mother fails to have a daughter, the mother might then treat her son as a little girl, where the child might be given toys like dolls or dress him up like a real girl. More will be discussed for the sexual self on our next video discussion.